Yo, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 19 of The Life of Sir Brant and the Way of the Sword and stuff like that. Last time, you know what? I don't actually remember a whole lot of what we did last time. It's been a while, so I believe we're in a tournament right now. We have to go fight someone. We're going to go, like, stab somebody in the face, maybe. You take a few jabs with the sword, warming up for the fight. Yeah, okay, so basically, we have two options. We can fight in Octavia's name, or we can choose a lady of the court to fight for instead of her.
Ill disposed.
Yes. So, yeah, those are kind of our choices. I remember we left this off last...
Go to the address Octavia.
That's right, okay. Yeah.
It says Octavia Milicunis does not equal to remembers you.
Yeah, so she... Oh, okay, Octavia does... So that would mean she doesn't remember us? That's a weird way of putting it.
I know.
Like, I understand they want to... Yeah, because, like, on the other side, if you look at relations where it says Octavia Milanidas, or Milakunas, and then it says ... acquainted, I feel like you could have done the same thing, but over there.
Yeah.
But instead of just doing the equal with a cross out of it, so it's like, oh, that's weird. There's a lot of weird things in this game in general. So, yeah, basically we need to make this choice, and the last time we left it off before we were going to make the choice, or even talk about making the choice.
Yeah.
So that means we have to have a discussion right now about which one to do. The good thing is there's only two options. So we either fight in Octavia's names, or diplomacy goes up by 1, which is always good. Octavia will be intrigued with us, and she'll like us a little bit more, which is cool. Or we could just choose some random lady from the court to fight for, and she is not going to be too happy. I think it's kind of one-sided.
Yeah.
I would say, especially because it's like you choose a lesser-known lady in waiting, and it's like if this lesser-known lady had a name, then if there was somebody like they had a name, or at least we were introduced to some sort of other character we could fight for, then that would be okay.
Then there would be actually a debate for the decision.
Yeah, in this case, it's just like, oh, choose to fight for this royal queen lady, or, do we fight for some random lady in the court? I'm gonna say fight in Octavia's names, probably.
What does dedicate to your fight to the father?
Destiny, victory in the tournament. Oh, I guess that's the only way to win the tournament.
You needed the fencing lesson in order to do it.
Yeah, we never got the fencing lesson because we went to the pub, I think, No, we went to, was this the night that we had, or there was like a night where we could choose what we wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
It was not the night of the ball, but there was another. I think it was like the first night in town or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe. And then it was like, oh, you could go to the bar, you could go just follow some random ass people, or you could go... I don't remember. I think that was the point. But I guess it's a moot point because, we can't just teach ourselves fencing in 2 seconds. So, yeah. Darn, because that would have been I think that would have been a good one. Dedicate your fight to your father. I mean, our father, I think, likes us.
It's like you don't know how to fence, so you can't talk about your father.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So he loves us. Our daddy-o, he's like, oh man, we're a great son to him. Yeah. Amalia Elborn, ex-wife. I didn't even realize she had like a portrait. Huh. Oh, status true death. Your father's first wife passed away soon after giving birth to Stefan, never to be reborn. Oh, damn. Oh, right. I knew that. I definitely knew that. I just didn't know we had, like, a character portrait for her. Oh, cool. Cool. All right. Well, Brent...
never mind. Oh. Fight in Octavia's name.
All right, let's do it. We're going to fight in Octavia's name. I don't know whose turn it is to read, but...
I think I was reading last.
Okay, I'll start this off then. You approach the stalls and shout clearly and loudly. You will fight for the honor of the young Duchess Octavia Milacunis. Slowly, she rises from her seat. The stalls grow quiet. If you suffer defeat after such insolent words, you may face the ire of one of the ancient Ocnian dynasties. I don't remember whose line this is. Say, Brent, how do I know this name? Yes, you have already dared to draw my attention once. In memory of our amusing encounter, I will grant you the honor of fighting in my name. Do not disgrace it. That's like the classic go-to voice now. It used to be Kermit the Frog, and now it's just the high-pitched voice. The stalls explode with applause and bombs. Just lots of explosives. Celebrating your courage. The first fight begins. The rules...
Bombs.
Yeah, courage bombs. Dude, speaking of courage, did you hear that they're making a crossover between Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby-Doo?
No.
It's finally becoming a thing. A crossover between them in 2021, I think. Nice. Yeah, dude, that's pretty good. I mean, it's many years too late, but at the same time, it's a good way to bring it back, I guess.
Courage is that I'm gonna look it up. I think I know who that character is.
Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, dude, he's the purple dog who's like super scared of everything. Because, like, you know, scary things happen to him. It was a freaky show. It was a really freaky show as a kid.
I remember that show.
Yeah, it's I like it because now I can think of it and think, oh, everything is just from his perspective. So, you know, everything outside of his house is like, you know, a dangerous thing, or it's scary to him, or it's like in the viewpoint of the dog, I guess. Where all this freaky stuff is happening, where it's not actually real life. But that's, you know, that's a whole film theory, I think. I think film theory did something about that. Yeah,
and the art style reminds me of another one, but I can't remember the name of it. It has like a Rocko's Modern Life, I think.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's right. Rocko's Modern Life. It has that, because I think it came out around the same time. Because Courage came out in 96.
Oh, dang. That's a long time ago.
Oh, no. Rocko Modern Life was 92.
Oh, my God. That's even older. Holy crap.
I was 6 years old.
Gee, and I wasn't even a thing.
I really liked it, but if you watch it now, you can see how, like...
dated it is?
Not dated, but, like... How did they get away with a lot of that? In like, it's not like bad stuff. Like, it is very real emotions and very real stuff, rather than, you know, lighthearted way. It's like depression and stuff like that.
Oh,
in a children's show.
Oh, gee, you know, mess them up while they're young, right?
And it was a good show. I should watch it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that and Courage the Cowardly Dog, I always think of as part of the same thing. I think Rocko is not a dog, but like I don't know what kind of animal. A wallaby.
He's a wallaby?
Yeah.
More like a wannabe. Oh!
Living with a cow.
Snap. Living with a cow? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that show, but I don't 100%.
Tom Kenny plays Heiferwolf.
What? SpongeBob SquarePants? That's amazing. Oh, that's awesome. The rules are the same as for any noble duel. Whoever draws first blood wins. Your first opponent does not put up much of a fight. A few minutes later, he misses a jab to the thigh. Your shirt is soaked with sweat. The hilt of your sword feels slippery in your wet fingers. From behind her emerald hand fan, Octavia watches you closely from her seat. You prevail in 3 fights in a row and prepare to face a new opponent. You know him well. He was mentored at the prefecture of Eterna after you. He is an unusually quick and nimble fighter. He catches you with a feint, then follows it up with a light jab to the side. Fair enough. 3 victories, not bad. You salute Octavia Milacunas with your sword, and she gracefully accepts your gesture.
You have proven yourself well, Sir Brante. Who knew you would become a noble, and we would meet again, here in the capital of the Empire? I must say I am amazed.
Wait, we met her before?
Okay, so there's a lot of characters that I just forget that we've met. We met her as a kid. Remember when we were first introduced to the Arcanians and they were like escorting someone? That person was her.
Okay.
Yeah, so she remembers us because I'm pretty sure she was the one that was like, you remember when we first died? We got ran over by the horses in the chariot or something? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like her chariot or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she just straight up like yeeted us over. She's like, oh yeah, I remember that little boy I ran over back in the day. Oh god. The eyes of the young Archduchess follow you even as you leave the arena. You will remember this day for the rest of your life, the day when you became a noble. Okay, cool. +1, she's indifferent to us. That's cool. She's intrigued with us. Ooh. It says that she was like watching us as we left, so was she literally just like staring at our butt the entire time? Jeez, man. You have earned the judge's mantle and the noble title.
But if he knew that she was watching him while he left, so he must have been walking backwards, staring at her.
Just asserting dominance, just staring her right in the eyes.
That's why she was watching.
Yeah. And then she's thinking, like, why the heck is this guy just staring at me? Yeah. Why is he staring at me? I really don't like this. Just before you leave the capital, you overhear something unusual on the street. Junius Diamant, Patriarch of Estinia and one of the leaders of the New Faith, will stand trial before a church tribunal. The Order of the Inquisition has accused Patriarch Junius of patronizing blasphemous witches and disseminating heresy. The Holy Tribunal claims that Junius Diamant was scheming to free all witches and sorcerers from the collars that fetter their accursed powers. It's a good thing we already killed a witch, so we can't be accused with trying to help them.
I have a question.
I have an answer, potentially. What's up?
Probably not, but I'm going to say this whole thing, you die, you come back, and it restores you to how you were before, and it adds a mark to your hand, right? Or a wrist, right?
Yeah.
So if you got paralyzed, became a paraplegic, or, you donated a liver, or a lung and all your organs, and then died, and you came back, do you get all those back, and can you walk again?
You know what? That is a really good question. I don't think we've met anyone yet that's, like, been in that situation.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Because they're like, I'm a paraplegic, I can't move. All right, just kill me, and I'll come back, and I can walk again.
Yeah. I want to say that it restores you to how you were before you died. Like,
it said that you were, if I remember correctly, it said that you are restored with no markings. So all your skin, all the cuts and scratches you got throughout the years, heal back up to not to perfect pristine.
Right.
I remember it saying that. So I'm curious: does that mean all your organs? Because technically, skin is an organ, and it's also the largest organ. If your skin gets healed, does that mean every other organ does too?
If that's the case, then I would probably say yes then. Like because I don't think this is the year is 1137, right?
Yeah.
Like we've got crazy Avatar people running around, the blue Arcanian people and stuff. Like that's kind of the weirdest part of this whole game, but I don't think anyone's doing like lung transplants or things like that. So you can just farm like lungs or something, sell them on the black market. But I mean, at the same time, yeah, if there was an instance where like, okay, let's say our experience of being run over by the horse, right? Let's say, we didn't die from it. We just got paralyzed from it, right? Could we technically just like say, hey, can you just kill me so I can come back better? Like, it's that, I don't know. It's hard because of the limited information. in this
Yeah.
game.
I'm curious to find out.
I am. You know what? If for
From the
whatever
creator,
reason the creators are
whatever.
watching this,
Yeah.
that I don't know why they would be. Maybe they have a thing about watching their own game. I have no idea. They probably wouldn't be watching episode 19 of this because they probably have lost interest like episode 1. But either way, I don't know. People go spam them with this question.
Yeah.
If you die, if you get paralyzed in the life of Sir Brant, would you come back?
Can you cure that by killing yourself?
Yeah.
And getting a lesser death and not a true death.
Yeah, but I mean that could also bring into question suicide, right? Because like I don't think they've brought in the sense like I don't think they've talked about suicide at all in this, right? Because like I know there's this whole thing about the gods and the you know the twins and they're always looking after you and all this stuff and they're the reason you can come back so many times and all that, but I don't know how they feel about suicide because technically if you are paralyzed and then you're like, oh, can you kill me, or even better, or even, not even better, but like you could kill yourself, but then would you come back to life? Like is there something against that? I don't know. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions because if that's the case, if you don't come back, or like if suicide isn't something you can do, then you would like, for instance, you kill yourself and you automatically get true death, right?
Yeah.
Or would you kill yourself and then you'd come back like 2 more times or 3 more times? I don't know.
All right, I'll give up two of my lesser deaths to walk again.
Yeah, right. Like
start bargaining your lesser deaths.
yeah. Start just gambling with them, and it's like, all right. The Holy Tribunal claims that Junius Diamant was scheming to free all witches and sorcerers from the collars that fetter their cursed powers. And what's worse, the Patriarch was also accused of forming the Lotless, a dangerous secret society based in the imperial capital. Members of this society have been assaulting inquisitors and priests of the church, as well as freeing witches from the cleansing fire and helping them escape the holy law. Now the Patriarch must face the Holy Tribunal of the Inquisition in Eterna. By all accounts, this is a devastating blow to the new faith and the end of days for Junius Diamant himself. The Inquisition will make the most of this opportunity to rid the land of this unwelcome Patriarch who dared to shake the foundation of the old faith. But then comes the sudden news of Patriarch Junius's reply to the Holy Tribunal. It is no less stunning than the accusation. Hey, Brent, you want to be this boy?
Yeah. These words are nothing but lies. I will say this to anyone who dares to bring this accusation against me in person. But I want those hypocrites to bear the full weight of the responsibility of the slander against me, my flock, and the Diamant dynasty. And the Holy Order. It's like that's an afterthought. It's like, oh, and the Holy Order.
oh yeah, you know that thing, the Holy Order? Yeah, that too.
I disagree. I agree. I don't know why I said disagree.
I think it's because
Diamant.
I was gonna say I know you can't see this, but I'm highlighting the Diamant right there, and I think it's one of those things. Yeah.
I agree to stand trial before the Holy Tribunal, but I will face them on my own land and my terms.
So he's like,
face them on my own land and my terms.
and on my terms.
And on my terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, all right, I just like to think he's like, oh, everyone come over to my house. We'll do it over at my place. Patriarch Junius has already received strong support from Patriarch Luke and many priests across Archnia. Parishes of the new faith throughout the Empire are now speaking out in support of Junius Diamant. The Church of the Twin Gods is about to be rent in twain. That's a weird sentence.
It's split my name into be and rent.
Yeah,
it's a twain.
To be rent in twain. The Inquisition has no choice but to revoke the trial in order to avert the causing schism. Their new official stance is that Patriarch Junius has been wrongfully accused, and the Holy Tribunal will now apply more cautious judgment during any further trials against the followers of the new faith. Following the teachings of Patriarch Photis is no longer seen as heresy by the Inquisition. The trial of Junius Diamant has been averted, but the divide within the church is only deepening. The new faith has directly challenged the old faith. The result is uncertain, depending on who you ask. Some say Junius Diamant all but pled guilty. Others believe the Patriarch and the alleged rebellion against the Church as well as the Inquisition is nothing but a ruse. There are also people who think the entire situation sounds like one of the secret Chancellery's dirty deeds.
Done dirty.
Oh yeah. One way or another, the Patriarch of Astinia and co-leader of the new faith remains at his post. But for how long? And how will the old faith and the new faith clash next? Dun dun dun! Well, the church doesn't like us.
By having faith no more.
Yeah, we're kind of like, church, we don't need the church. A farewell
that
to
is
the
loud as
capital.
fuck.
It's very loud. It's extremely loud. I love this game because it's all like, ambient background music, and then suddenly, boom, sound effects! Loud sound effects! The Reglata and Talarina rivers meet outside the city walls. You have barely left the capital since you came here all those years ago. A breeze is blowing in your face, and the bright noon sun hangs above the shining pillar. Your stay in Eterna has come to an end. You arrived here a boy, full of hopes and aspirations, driven by your family's expectations, and a desire to live your life as you saw fit. And now you have to leave, and this thought fills you with gentle sadness. Eterna did not become your home, and yet here you have finally found your path. Here in the capital you become a nobleman and a judge. Now you are one of the rulers, the warriors, the pleasure seekers, the creators, those who spill their blood for the empire and family and honor. Those who keep and honor the age-old traditions. This is your lot now. Ooh, damn. You are to work in the prefecture of your home province as a judge. Your path to this goal was a long one. Your friend Tomas was by your side all the while. You fondly recall your walks through the streets of Eterna, your secret fencing lessons, your heartfelt discussions. What? So, okay, we had secret fencing lessons. So why couldn't we pick that, option for fencing lessons? Did we just not get the right one? Man.
So we didn't get the specific step to the right lesson that we needed.
Yeah, right. Just that I like to think that we were training so hard. We had so many lessons. We just didn't do that, optional one that needed to be done. Oy. You have no doubt your future back in Enozote will be full of glory. And then you recall the black, enigmatic eyes of Octavia Milakunis, an Archnean from one of the great dynasties, a woman whose beauty and majesty make you tremble. You heard she would be returning to the court of her father and the Archduke of Magra. Will you ever see her again? Probably. I mean, she was staring at her butt, or we were staring at her eyes. We're not sure yet. Maybe we were doing both. Maybe, we were looking back at her while she was staring at her ass. We, noticed her. I don't know. Maybe.
Noticing you, noticing me. What's that song?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I could quote it right now, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know.
You will meet your father once more. He tends to hide his feelings, but not this time. After all, you have fulfilled all his hopes, succeeded in your studies, and continued your family's noble legacy. Many things must have changed back home by now. You recall your older brother Stefan. Now that you have been ennobled, you are practically equals at last. This means you should follow an old tradition and bring Stefan a gift. Dick in a box. I think dick in a box. I think that's the way to do it. And so you head for the market district of Eterna to find a box so you could stick your dick in it. Soon you are busy trying out swords at the weaponsmith shop. Swords is, a euphemism for, There is a lot to
Which cast are you going to buy of your... Is it going to be the rubber?
Oh, God. Let's get
all splinters.
Wait. Let's get all three of them. Let's fuse them all together. There is a lot to consider for this gift. Stefan is taller, and his shoulders are broader, which means his sword must be heavier and longer. There can be no embellishments. God damn it. Oh, this game. If we're just thinking of this euphemism, this is horrible. Stefan would scoff at you if you brought him an extravagant weapon. At last, you find a suitable sword. Blackened steel. Oh, he likes the black ones. Okay. Blackened steel. A subtle ornament of leaves on the blade. And a grip shaped like woman vine. Not woman vines. Okay.
What are those?
I don't know what those are. That's
What are
weird.
those?
Yeah. A grip shaped like woman vines.
All right, I'm looking it up. Just wait.
Yeah. It resembles the seared soil of Maghreb beneath the silver tree.
What's woman vines? All I can think of is like the predecessor to TikTok. Woman vines.
Yeah, right. Oh god, if Vine like segregated their, users into male and female, that would have been, they would have died. I mean, they died the moment they decided to release Vine 2, which, why did they make a sequel to a social media platform? Like, could you imagine like Facebook 2 or YouTube 2? You choose the sheath with the same diligence. There, a light wooden frame bound in thin yet sturdy leather will make the blade easy to draw, and the buckle is sturdy enough. You leave the shop satisfied. Oh yeah, of course you leave it satisfied. Wink, wink. You leave the capital... Oh, did you find it?
I have no idea what women vines are. All I can find are vines with women.
I wonder... Hold on, wait. I wonder if they meant to say...
Why?
I wonder if they meant to say a grip shaped like woven vines instead of women vines.
That makes way more sense.
Yeah.
But it's like the V and the M are not typed with the same hand.
I just imagine that they accidentally switched the M and the V, so it actually should be woven mines. Like landmines, but they're all woven together. You leave the capital the morning after. Eterna, the city where you spent 4 years, slowly disappears on the horizon. Will you ever see the capital again? You do not know. The sword, a gift for Stefan, is in your hands. And Stefan likes us a little bit more. Okay, cool. He's sympathetic with us. So, that's cool. I still don't like him. He's kind of a dick, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yep, homecoming, year 1137. After 4 years in the capital, you return to your home city of Anazote. God, dude, I think if this is correct, I think we are done. Yeah, dude, we're coming to an end with... Youth. Yeah, we're coming to an end, man. We're gonna start chapter 4 pretty soon. Oh, boy.
The end of you.
Yep. I mean, it is. Chapter 4 is where shit hits the fan, apparently. So, I mean... We might not survive. I don't know, man. I hope we survive till chapter 5. The years of your youth have come to an end. The time has come to leave the capital behind and return to your family and new business in your hometown of Anazote. The years away from home were full of tumult and hardship.
Tumors?
Tumors. Many tumors and hardship.
I think it's tumult.
It's a weird word that I know I've heard before. I just don't.
Tumultuous. Oh yeah, tumult.
Yeah, tumult or not tumult. That is the question. Your adult shoulders now bear the burden of your first life-changing decisions. Did you have the freedom to choose this lot for yourself, or was it your destiny all along ever since your childhood years? All you can do now is follow the path that lies before you.
To melt. It's gonna be 36. It's gonna be 36 degrees this weekend. So,
God, dude, I can't believe that we live in Vancouver and it's gonna be 37 degrees Celsius. Like that is equivalent to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, roughly.
It started out as 35, and then I guess today it changed to 38.
Yeah.
In predictions for the weekend.
Yeah.
At the very highest it could get. So I'm glad I work in a freezer.
Dude, I do that so many times during the day where it's like, oh, it's really hot out. I'm just gonna go into the freezer for like a minute. Except I can't do that right now because our freezer is broken again.
Oh, no.
So it broke down again. So I can't really be in there for too long because it doesn't, like, it's still kind of warm. So,
Oh, no.
yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, you know what? Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do the things you do for everyone else, but do it for us. We're finally 20 years old. It looks like we're finally halfway through this game at episode 19. It's kind of cool that we're going to be starting episode 20 right when we hit 20 years old. Like, it's almost like one episode is a year. Except I think this last year of being 19 took like 3 episodes at least. So